We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cincinnati Reds. Eddie James, with just days left to play, the league's top power bat looks to cement his case for the home run crown. Next. Zach Gallen gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through his stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Striding into the box, number 73. With just a few games left to play, he comes into this one with a sizable lead in the home run standings.
Hey, stay high now. And the way he's swinging the bat, I don't think anyone catches him. It's got to be a nice feeling stepping to the plate knowing you're going to end up a home run champ.
And there he goes towards second. Slow little grounder left side. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Second inning set to go, and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Anthony Banda.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
James comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Austin Hayes the next to bat.
Now batting, the center fielder, Austin Hayes.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And no one can corral that one. Base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks it.
At the plate, Eddie James. He got on top of one. It was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Reds leave one. They're down 4-0. And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Bobby Whitt Jr. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And that's in there. Base hit.
Yeah, Matt, I think his only hope is to try to get out of this 4th inning and maybe try to regroup for the 5th. But this is 8 hits he's given up already, so he might even have trouble doing that.
Now batting, Eddie James. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Come on, man. Get your pitch up there.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And he sends it the other way toward right center. Ohtani waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Stepping into the box, Eddie James. Held hitless in this one so far, but he looks to be in good position to cap off the year with more home runs than anybody else in the league.
But I think he'd like to have a good AB right here. He's hitless on the day. He hasn't looked good at the plate. I'd like to see him stay back and drive something back up the middle.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different... Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the 1st inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
4-0 the score tonight. The Cards hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Anthony Banda hangs win number 11 on his line, and it's a dandy, a complete game, 3-hit performance. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cincinnati Reds. It's Reds baseball next on the show. Eliezer Hernandez will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk
That is
ratio
good.
2-to-1
The
that this
left
guy
fielder,
is more a pitch to contact guy than a
Eddie.
strikeout walk guy.
That ball hit high and deep. Stretch, stretch. You can't put it on the board. Yes!
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. As the Reds strike first, it's 1-0.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Digging in the switch hitter, Eddie James. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
This is skied into short left center. Avelino is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Seth Brown. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Brown.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end left for the Cardinals. They still lead it 2-1.
Now batting, left fielder.
At the plate, Eddie James. He comes in
James.
1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Here's a fastball chop fouled at the plate. It's strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and belted. Solo shot to right center. His second home run of the game, and the Reds have come back to tie things at 2 apiece.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters the most.
Austin Hayes the next to bat. And guys, 7th
Leading off
inning
the big
already.
lead.
Hey, I'm not complaining,
The
but
center
this
fielder,
one's been flying
Austin.
by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Into the box now, Eddie James. As we discussed
Now
earlier in the
batting.
broadcast, he's
The
turned
left
in
fielder,
impressive performances at the plate
Eddie
all year. And with a couple of long balls on the scorecard today, this one's been no different.
I mean, it's
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. Ohtani is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
Well, there's another save, but that's just not any other save. That's save number 50 for the reliever in his career. Well on his way to a nice career.
4-2 the final score tonight. The St. Louis Cardinals came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Cody Whitley gets the win in relief, his 6th of the season. Kurt Hafey records the save, his 44th of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa,
Our
Dan
final
Plesac,
line
and
score
Heidi
tonight.
Watney, this is
First
Matt
for the
Vasgersian. You've
victorious
been
St.
watching
Louis
MLB The
Cardinals.
Show.
4
For more,
runs,
find us
7
on
hits,
Twitter
no
at
errors.
MLB
They left
The
9
Show.
runners on base.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cincinnati Reds. Reds baseball starts right now. Tom Lim gets the start for Cincinnati in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling
Leading
lately. In
off
his
tonight
last
for
3
St.
starts,
Louis,
he has a whip of
the
over
shortstop,
1.50.
Whitt
Lots
Jr.
of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
James is going to have room, however, as he makes the catch in deep left center field for the first out. The next to bat for St. Louis, Malcolm Nunez. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series. Pulls this one in the air out to left. James is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. So striding forward now, Eddie James. With just a few games left to play, he comes into this one with a sizable lead in the home run standings.
And the way he's swinging the bat, I don't think anyone catches him. It's got to be a nice feeling stepping to the plate knowing you're going to.
Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out. New inning set to get underway. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Austin Hayes.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
James has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. At the plate, Eddie
Now
James.
batting, left fielder, Eddie James.
First pitch on its way. Hard on the ground towards short. To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play. Austin Hayes, the next to bat, comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 0-2 delivery pulls this one in the air out to left. James will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Harrison Bader.
Now batting, left fielder, Harrison
The
Bader.
2-1 home. Pulled high in the air out to left field. James will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. Stepping into the box,
Up
Eddie
next for
James.
Cincinnati, the left fielder, Eddie James.
First pitch coming, here it is. Three runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And foul, though it had the home run distance.
Hey, let's go, kid.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Come on, baby, get your pitch up there.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. The relay. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. So here's the cleanup hitter, Austin Riley. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Austin Riley.
Runner breaks for third. Hit on the ground to third. Throw gets him, 2 down. Ready now, Sheldon Noisy. 1 for 2
Now
in the ball game thus
third
far.
baseman, Sheldon Noisy.
Now here's the signal from the dugout, so he'll take first here on the intentional walk, and that makes runners at the corners with 2 away.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Now batting, center fielder.
Now at the plate,
Dylan
Dylan Cousins. No hits to this point. Now the runner's on his way home. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game. Digging in, Tyler Callahan. A hit in 2 tries so far. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Fly ball out to straightaway left. James is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Eddie James. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard on the ground to second. Fielded cleanly. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with a victory and look on to the next one.
4-0 the score tonight. The Cincinnati Reds win for the 115th time to set the pace in the division. Tom Lim gets his league-leading 22nd win, allowing only a pair of hits in 8 full innings pitched. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Cincinnati Reds, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cincinnati Reds. Major League Baseball on The Show is next. Trevor Bauer, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Batting fifth, the center fielder,
Austin Hayes, the next to bat, has 2 hits and 11 trips for the series so far. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cards strand a couple. Cardinals nothing. Reds coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Digging in, Eddie James. With just a few games left to play, he comes into this one with a sizable lead in the home run standings.
And the way he's swinging the bat, I don't think anyone catches him. It's got to be a nice feeling stepping to the plate knowing you're going to end up a home run champ.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Ohtani has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Now at the plate, Eddie James. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Eddie.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh and 1. Here it comes. Back up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
The right fielder, Dylan.
Runners on the move for second. This one's flared out toward left. And that'll get down for a base hit. The throw to third. And this is over his head at third. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7. Ready now for Cincinnati. Garrett Stubbs. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. The set and the 1-2. Hit out towards second. He's got it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's standing in, Eddie
Now
James.
batting,
He singled
left
his
fielder.
last time up.
Eddie James.
First delivery to him on the way.
Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly.
So it's a two-run shot to right center. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And it gives the Reds a 3-1 lead.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball.
Top half of the sixth about to get started.
Leading off
And
for
here
St.
comes
Louis,
the first baseman, Seth
baseman.
Brown.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings.
And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. Striding in once again, Eddie James. First in the league in
Now
home
batting,
runs, and
left
he
fielder,
added one more to his
Eddie
total earlier in this game.
James.
Man, I can see myself in the Texas Rangers dugout right now, and the hitting coach Rudy Jaramillo would always say, batting average will fluctuate, but they can never take away ribbies and homers, and this guy just keeps adding to the total.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly.
So a 3-run blast to straightaway left is second of the game, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, we certainly mentioned the fact that this guy leads the league in home runs, and now he's got one more to add to that total. Perfect swing right there in a home run.
Well, folks, you've just witnessed a little bit of Major League Baseball history. That's win number 116. That's right, 116 on the season, tying them with the all-time record holders, the 2001 Mariners and the 1906 Cubs. It literally does not get any better than that.
6-1 the final tally today. Cincinnati earned their 116th win, tops in the division. Trevor Bauer wins his 19th decision of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our